Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Our group will present about ABC versus traditional costing. In the integrated world of business finance, the methodologies used to allocate costs play a pivotal role in shaping an organization's strategy and operational decision. Effective cost management not only influence pricing and profitability but also impact competitiveness and long-term sustainability. In order to gain competitive advantage among its rival, manufacturing firms are in a consistent strive to lower their manufacturing costs compared to their competitors. But it is possible to sustain competitiveness without an accurate cost calculation mechanism. Among the various costing techniques, traditional costing and activity-based costing have emerged as two widely adopted approaches, each with distinct principle and application. Under traditional costing, relies on a single cost driver, such as direct labor hour or machine hour, to allocate indirect costs to products. This simplicity makes it straightforward to implement and understand, especially in an environment where direct labor is a significant factor in production costs. It's often preferred by smaller or less complex businesses due to its simplicity in allocating costs. The reliance on a single cost driver simplify the allocation process and reduce overhead costs in cost management. However, traditional costing may lead to cost distortion, particularly in environment where products consume overhead resource differently. This can result in inaccurate product costs and potentially pure pricing decision. Different approaches are used in activity-based costing that use multiple cost drivers based on various activity or processes that consume resources. This method provides a more accurate allocation of indirect costs by linking them directly to specific activities and resources that drive those costs. By identifying and allocating costs to specific activities, ABC offers a more precise estimate of what each unit costs to produce. This accuracy helps in better decision making related to pricing, product mix, and resource allocation. ABC can be more complex to implement and maintain compared to traditional costing, as it requires detailed analysis of activity and their associated costs. It's often favored by larger organizations with diverse product line or complex operation where overhead costs are significant. The differences between these two methods offer distinct advantage, allowing all types of businesses to use these two costing methods according to their specific needs. Smaller businesses with simpler operation and fewer products often find traditional costing sufficient for their needs due to its simplicity and lower implementation costs. Businesses with diverse product lines, varying production processes, or high overhead costs tend to benefit more from ABC due to its ability to provide a more accurate reflection of costs.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Malika Asna binti Amir Shahrul, nombor metrik 300542. I will explain about the activity-based costing, ABC. ABC is a method of assigning indirect costs such as salaries and utilities to products and services based on the activities they require, which are considered any event, unit of work, or task with a specific goal. It aims to provide accurate cost information by reducing the risk of cost distortion, which is common in traditional costing method. Costs are then assigned to these pools based on the cost drivers. There are 5 levels of cost drivers. First level is unit level drivers, costs that assume the input increase with each unit produced. Second level is batch level drivers, costs that assume the variation of the inputs for every batch that is being produced. Third level is produce level drivers, costs that assume the inputs are necessary to support the production of each distinct types of product. And last level is facilities level drivers, costs that associate with the facilities manufacturing process. User of the ABC system must identify cost generating activities and match these activities to the level base used to assign cost to products. A few advantages of ABC. First advantages of ABC is accuracy of cost. ABC provide accurate cost information by linking costs to specific activities, thereby reducing the risk of distortion. It helps in understanding how resources are consumed by activities and how these activities contribute to the overall cost of product or service. Second is identify cost of low volume products. Low volume products tend to have a high proportion of overhead and other setup costs associated with them. These additional costs are not noted in a normal costing system, but are assigned to the products in an ABC system. The result is better understanding of the increased cost of low volume products. Third is improved decision making. Accurate cost information provided by ABC supports better pricing, budgeting, and product mix decision. It enables managers to understand the true cost of products and service, leading to more informed strategic decision. And fourth is enhanced performance measurement. ABC data can be used for performance measurement and management, including implementation like balanced scorecard and continuous improvement programs. There are also disadvantages of ABC. First is difficult to install. ABC systems are infamously challenging to install, often taking several years when a company tries to implement them across all product lines and facilities. Sustaining strong management and budgetary support becomes difficult over time as the installation drags on without completion. Success rates are much higher for smaller, more target ABC installation. And secondly is required data from many sources. ABC system may require data input from multiple departments, and each of those departments may have greater priorities than the ABC system. Thus, the larger the numbers of departments involved in the system, the greater the risk that data input will fail over time. This problem can be avoided by designing the system to only need information from the most supportive managers.
Hello, my name is Atfa Haria Ba'ami Shahrul, number metric T00541. Traditional costing is the allocation of factory overhead to product based on the volume of production resources consumed. Under this method, overhead is usually applied based on either the amount of direct labor hours consumed or machine hour used. This approach has been used because it is relatively easy to track direct labor hours or machine hour. In essence, traditional costing applies overhead in a manner that is low cost rather than being an accurate reflection of the manner in which overhead is actually consumed. Advantages of traditional costing. First, simplicity in traditional costing refers to its straightforward and easy to understand approach. It uses a single overhead rate and allocate costs based on a common cost driver, such as direct labor hours or machine hours. This simplicity makes it accessible for small business or organization with uncomplicated production process. Additionally, traditional costing requires less specialized knowledge and fewer resources to implement, make it an attractive option for business looking for a cost-effective and efficient costing method. Second, cost-effective in the context of traditional costing refer to its relatively low implementation and maintenance costs. Because it is simpler system, it does not require extensive resources or sophisticated software to operate. Traditional costing methods rely on basic accounting principles and straightforward calculation, which reduce the need for specialized training and reduce administrative overhead. This affordability makes it accessible to smaller business or those with limited financial resources, providing a practical means to allocate costs without significant investment. Next, time saving in traditional costing refer to its efficiency in implementation and ongoing use. Due to its straightforward nature, it requires less time to set up compared to more complex costing methods like activity-based costing (ABC). The use of a single overhead rate and fewer cost drivers simplifies the allocation process, reducing the time needed for data collection, analysis, and computation. This efficiency can be particularly beneficial for business with limited accounting personnel or those looking for streamline their costing procedure. Traditional costing is the allocation of factory overhead to products based on the volume of production resources consumed. Under this method, overhead is usually applied based on either the amount of direct labor hours consumed or machine hours used. This approach has been used because it is relatively easy to track direct labor hours or machine hours. In essence, traditional costing applies overhead in a manner that is low cost rather than being an accurate reflection of the manner in which overhead is actually consumed. Disadvantages of traditional costing. First, overhead allocation. Factory overhead may be much higher than the basis of allocation, so that a small change in the volume resources consumed triggers a massive change in the amount of overhead applied. This is a particularly common issue in highly automated production environments, when factory overhead is quite larger and direct labor is close to non-existent. Next, not suitable for complex business operation. Traditional costing methods struggle with businesses that have intricate production process or a wide range of diverse activities. In such environment, the simplistic overhead allocation fails to capture the true cost dynamics, leading to inaccurate cost information. Complex business often require more detailed and nuanced cost tracking to reflect the varied resource consumption and activity accurately. Traditional costing's inability to provide this level of detail can result in poor decision-making, inefficiencies, and misaligned resource allocation.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Shafiq Iman bin Ismail, matric number 301273. Today, I will discuss about difference between traditional costing and activity-based costing. For decision making in activity-based costing, first, it's giving exact information. Second, it's able to measure real source used by daily activities and basis cost related to each product. In traditional costing, it's lacking of prepare the exact information about cost price. Second, does not consider the special features to each service. And lastly, only consider direct cost in calculating cost price. Next, for costing system. In activity-based costing, ABC, it's more expensive to implement and maintain this method. But for traditional costing, it's less expensive to implement and maintain this method. Lastly, in information, activity-based costing is better in provide insight into the starting place and the probable outcome. Second, the reporting methodology is more accurate. Third, it helps manager to be more aware. And lastly, information emerged as tremendously useful guide to maintain to measurement action. In traditional costing, it provides little insight into the cost of variance. It's not provide non-financial information. The reporting methodology is also was less accurate, and it's hard for operational manager to understand this method between ABC and traditional costing.
Hi, my name is Wanur Aisha Atira binti Muhammad Rizal. My matric number 301176. Today I will explain about preferable between ABC costing and traditional costing. Okay, management accounting is well recognized as a tool to assist manager to make decisions, formulate plans, and operate control. Today, manufacturing systems to become more flexible, integrate, and highly automate in order to increase their productivity at reduced cost, but it's impossible to sustain competitiveness without an accurate cost calculation mechanism. As an alternative method to traditional cost accounting method, ABC assigns cost to activity using multiple cost drivers, then allocate cost to product based on each product use of this activity. Using multiple activity as cost drive, it reduces the risk of distortion and provide accurate cost information. In ABC system, the total cost of product equal the cost of the raw material plus the sum of the cost all value adding activity to produce it. ABC method models to users of the organization, results by the activity performed, and link the cost of this activity to outputs such as product, customer, and services. In traditional cost accounting system, direct materials and labor are the only costs that can be traced directly to the product. By using the ABC system, activity can be classified as value added and non-value added activity. In order to improve the performance of the system, non-value added can be eliminated. Activity-based costing (ABC) is motivated by a belief that traditional general ledger accounting information is all about useless to managers who are interested in evaluating the effectiveness of resource allocation decision in the company. According to Robert Key and Charles 1997, traditional cost accounting system has two major alternatives, ABC and theory of constraint. Theory of constraint is suggested for long run. In his journal, John C. 2000 told that ABC is powerful tool for pricing than traditional costing system. The reason is under ABC, for each unit, batch or product level, activity a cost driver is identified which determine cost per unit. Klein 1999 has done a research showing how ABC can be applied in the academic institution, college, university. According to ABC approach, activity of the university are categorized into four main parts: instruction, research, public service, and administrative activity. Shiyu 2003 is includes the traditional standard costing system are irrelevant in most cases for management decision because they are too late to aggregate and too distorted. Moreover, the measure fail to consider especially the presence of commit, cost, and capacity limitation that lead to bottleneck. Steplen 2004 say that how ABC can be used as a tool for determining true cost of marketing and logistic activity and help firms make better decisions based on more accurate costing information. Gunasekaran, Mary and Yusuf, 1999, did a research where they mentioned because of increased competition and complexity, traditional costing system is considered as inaccurate. It has changed the traditional view of cost and management accounting. It measures costs more accurately than other volume-based cost systems. As more accurate overhead cost allocation lead to fewer distortion, it acts as a performance evaluation tool. Most scientists prefer ABC costing compared to traditional costing. ABC increases operational performance by allocating overhead costs based on the actual consumption of the resources by each activity. ABC system is the suitable method for correct and accurate information, identify and correcting an error that was not budget for correcting an error that was not budget for correction but would have caused an expense had it not been corrected.